will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Cousins. And off the deflection, it's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going twice. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Yeah, let's get set.
Here's Cousins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action now. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On play action, Cousins. Throw complete to Herndon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch the slant. Watch twist, watch twist.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook able to, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Murray going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. These two teams all tied after 1. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. That's Isabella open on the right side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
On first down, Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Let them know, let them know. Hey, 25's the mic. We'll go 25's the mic. No chance. Come on. We'll go 25's the mic. Go. Hey, 25's the mic. We'll go 25's the mic.
Now Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
It's 4th and goal.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. Being chased out left. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray a give. This is Connor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Cousins able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, CD, something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. 3-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out West, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have. But despite a retooled offensive line, I do think that they get back there again. What happened to them in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that serves as great motivation. They want to get back and atone themselves.
From the 44, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's second and a yard.
Murray now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D, let's go. Good route here. Let's get there. Mike 9. Mike 9. He don't know no better. Mike 9. Hey. You got it.
Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
One. We're going 25 to Mike. Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
On play action, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Cousins. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Key at 33, key at 31. Watch the screen. Pass. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. You can't block me.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
One. 25's the mic. He's scared. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. All day, dog.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Connor, run, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Mixing score, Cardinals 31, Vikings 24. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw it. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Murray to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Cardinals win it.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.